Hello again, everybody. To a lot of you, welcome back. If you missed the first one, Merry Christmas. We'll get ready to rock and roll on this one as well. I got you guys kind of facing up just because I wanted everybody to see all four boxes up there, but we're going to tilt you down so that you can see what's going on a little bit better during the break. Get you better positioned for that. Here is our owner list for break 2555. So in simpler terms, this is the second Prizm break that was posted. We did two last night. This was the second one. Just like the other one, have a couple spots that we're still waiting on payments from. It's we're looking for Zach Brenner, Brian Kessler, and then Robert James Taylor on a few, which Robert just took those spots not too long ago. But so anyway, whenever you guys can get those in, that would be great. And just a casual reminder to everybody, it really helps me if everybody can send that when they claim their spots. Kind of once you know you're done claiming, most of us kind of have certain drivers that we're after or a certain dollar amount that we're like, all right, not spending more than X amount tonight or whatever. Once you've kind of reached that point where you're like, okay, I'm good now, then just go ahead and send. That way I don't have to chase you down and all that fun stuff. So saves me a lot of time for sure. So with that said, we can get going. Good luck to everybody. This is break number 2 with Prizm. If you didn't see the first one, some really nice stuff in the first one. So I'm hoping this one is going to be as good or better. Fingers crossed. We had a total of what I consider 4 SSPs out of the first 4 boxes. 1 true gold, 2 black and golds, and 1 color blast in that first grouping. So, here we go. Good luck to all. I'm not going to take a bunch of time with the base cards. You can always review the first break if you want to see some of them. I'll go a little bit slow here, maybe the first couple, but other than that, we'll get kind of rolling pretty quick. Riley Herbst on the orange wave. 117 out of 125. Going to Dave. Riley Herbst had a really good break in the first one. Then we got Green Scope, Joey Logano. Going to James. 104 or 149. Groovy, Denny Hamlin. Hey, Jeff. Yeah, of course, Merry Christmas to everybody. Hope everybody's having a good Christmas Eve. Jeb Burton, Silver Pulsar. Jeb is unlisted, and we'll go to Glenn in that unlisted spot. 211 to 299. And we got a silver Raja Caruth. If you missed the first break, you missed me trying to understand this pronunciation and meaning behind the word. We're not going to get into that again. It's become easier for me to just skip over that. But I'm sure it was entertaining for a period of time. Red, Brad Keselowski. I do love these kind of nods to 2016 Prizm. It's pretty cool. BK going to Michael Harrion out of 249. And then we got Carson Hocevar with the purple. That belongs to Troy. 3 out of 99. We got blue Daniel Suarez going to Eric Patton with the Amigo. 19 out of 199. Silver Todd Gilliland. Does Suarez have a ride for next year? Or have I heard that and maybe I'm just forgetting? Is he running Xfinity next year? I guess I can't remember. I think maybe I heard that he's going to run. But man, now I can't remember. Like, I'm second guessing myself. You hear so many things. In the 7 car, that's right. Okay. Yep, you guys are right. Red Power, John Hunter. Going to JR, 44 of 175. That's right. And then we got the Carolina Blue throwback, Dale Jr. We only pulled one of these Carolina Blues in that first break. That's going to go to William Steele. 2 out of 49. Groovy Richard Petty. And some Honeycutt. That's the perfect opportunity to check what I was talking about too. Oh no, those are two different cards anyway, because that's the throwback version. Anyway, everybody's told me that the primary card and the rides have different numbering this year, which is good. I think that was confusing for some last year, myself included. Silver Pulsar SVG goes to Nick out of 299. Nick had a good break in the first one with Larson. Justin Haley silver. We're going to go red, John Hunter Nemechek for JR. 122 of 249. Oh, that's nice. Legendary Signatures blue, Rusty Wallace. Going out to Glenn. Nice hit there, Glenn. 47 of 49 for Rusty. I do like these Victory Lane cards. They're kind of fun. If you need me to slow down or show you something for a longer period, please don't hesitate to ask. I just am under the assumption that most probably don't want to see all the base cards individually. Now that we've kind of seen what they look like and what we're working with. So Cole Custer to 199, going to Brian Kessler. But if you do need me to go back or slow down, please don't hesitate. Silver, Ty Gibbs. Try to go fast enough, but not too fast. So... We're going to go Zane Smith. Orange Wave, I think is what they're calling that. 87 out of 125 for Zane. Goes to Mario. And then we got a Sensational Signatures Tanner Gray. That will go to Todd. The gold Joey. That's a really different picture of Ben Rhodes. Hayden Deegan. Another Jeb Burton. Going to Glenn. Out of 299. Silver, Brandon Jones. Casey Kane. Custer, Chase Elliott. Got a red Jimmy Johnson going to Glenn. $226 of $249. Green Scope Ricky Stenhouse Jr. for Andrew Haywood. Out of 149. And then we're going to have Todd Gilliland with the red Talisman. I'm probably never going to pronounce it 100% right. after what we did the first break. Out of 99 for Todd Gilliland. Going to Andrew. And last pack for box 1. And we got a Scripps Natalie Decker. I do love the design of the Scripps. I think those are really nice looking cards. Natalie Decker going to Will Blackman. And then you got the red power Austin Dillon going to Michael Clay. Dillon out of 175. Kurt Busch silver. Very shiny. We got Jimmy. And that's the end of box 1, just like that. All right, on to box 2. Oh, sorry, I think I bumped the camera too close to it with the box. All right. Is this the break on Sean? I think so. I'd have to look up who you have, or I can try to look through the list and see. Sean, yeah, Kyle Busch, Sean Galler, yeah, you're in this one. Yep. 209 to 299. Alex Bowman. And then we're going silver, Tyler Reddick. Pot of gold, Ross Chastain. I was talking earlier that we really don't have much of anything crazy going on for Christmas. Really no plans at all tonight. All of the kids' grandparents will come over in the morning for our kids to open presents. And that's really all we have planned between today and tomorrow. We're actually making tacos tomorrow night. 241 to 249, Frankie Muniz going to Glenn. And funny enough, so my son goes through these waves where he loves salad. I was upstairs between breaks and found out he ate all the lettuce. So we have no lettuce for our tacos tomorrow. So I'm going to have to go see if I can track down some lettuce somewhere that's open this afternoon to add to our tacos tomorrow night. Kyle Larson, 1 out of 149. Doing tacos for Christmas Eve. Oh, nice. Cool, Scott. Yeah, we just, we didn't want to deal with making a big, a big thing. And my wife still, her recovery from her surgery is about a 4 to 6 week window. And she's doing well, but, can't expect her to be, up and cooking and doing a whole bunch of craziness. And so we're doing that. Orange wave, Corey Heim out of 125 going to Sea Salt. We got silver, Mark Martin. We're doing Friday night. We're doing pizza here at our house for kind of some more family members, some extended family members. So we're doing pizza Friday night, and we had pasta last Saturday from Olive Garden for Chelsea's family when they came in. So just trying to do, different stuff. 15 to 299, Austin Cindric Silver Pulsar. Cindric going to James Holland. And we're not really doing anything crazy fancy tonight. My wife's got we bought one of those like it's like a kit where you can do, it's like a pot roast. And it already had like the meat, the vegetables, and potatoes all in like a package. So she's got one of those in the crock pot, and I'm going to make some homemade mac and cheese. And that's going to be about the extent of our dinner tonight. Cindric Sensational Signatures goes to James. So that's what's on our agenda. But a lot of low key, nothing crazy, which I am 100% on board with. I don't care for the big fancy meals and all that stuff, so it's just not my thing. Blue Jeb Burton going to Glenn. 198 to 199. And we got a silver Brian Deegan going to Anthony. Anthony, I don't know if you're watching or not, but I saw your message. I was kind of waiting to see what you did in this break to respond, because I would say that silver might be a decent one compared to like a base. You know what I mean? So Brad Keselowski, Red Power. I feel like this design should have been in Select. I don't know. Like that design to me feels like it's more Select than Prizm. 34 of 175 BK going to Michael Harrion. I am kind of missing the cracked ice too, though. I miss the pink prisms, the rainbow prisms, and I've just thought of the cracked ice. I miss the cracked ice too. I like that they changed things up, though. I'm not complaining about it. 57 to 99. Carl Edwards goes to Jake. Silver Disco, Jeff Gordon. Going to Gavin, 74 at 299. And then we got Brent Cruz on the silver. Yeah, I'm really pleased so far with the designs and the quality. What's the difference between Select and Prizm? Well, Select has relics in it. I mean, it's just a different set. Still kind of a shinier. Select and Prizm are pretty similar in a lot of ways, because the base version of those sets is kind of like this. It's kind of that shinier, but Select has relics, and it's just a different completely different set of cards. Scripts, Brittany Zamora with the auto. I believe she's pregnant. I think I saw. Zamora going to Will Blackman. Let's put her up here beside Natalie. Put the girls on the stands. But yeah, I think Brittany's pregnant. Caden Honeycutt going to Steve with the blue. Yeah, the throwbacks look really good. I like those a lot. 114 of 199. But even the rides, I love the scripts. But even just this base, version of rides, with the different parallels, it just looks good. Carolina blue, Matt Kenseth. Boy, that's sharp. Going to Jake Phillips. That's 11 out of 49. Denny Hamlin on the groovy. And I'm still, even the sensational signatures I like this year. But I'm still happy with the fact that it feels like we've got a good mixture of young and rookies versus older, vets, retired drivers. Like, I feel like it's a good mix, although this break's been very heavy with Jeb Burton all of a sudden. Going to Glenn. Out of 249. Austin Dillon silver. Matt Kenseth blue. Going to Jake. 96 of 199. And then we're going to go red scripts. Chandler Smith. That goes to Candace. $36 of 99. No Jeff Burton, no. Yeah, the die cuts would be cool, and I agree. You're right. Other sports, like especially select, when you do select football, there's a bunch of die cuts in those. They're usually in retail. Brennan Poole, silver Pulsar. Going to Glenn out of 299. Silver Chris Buschert. Last pack for box 2. Let's see what we got. It is weird that some packs will have 2 and 3 different parallel hits. Davey Allison red. Going to Gavin out of 249. Yeah, it has been years, you're right. Tony Breidinger, green scope. Going to Sarah. 36 of 149. And this is a red, groovy Kyle Larson. Going to Nick Marquette. We picked up on this in the first break. 53/99 with Larson. And then we got Gio and Joey in the back of that one. Finish off box 2. Empty, empty. I'd love to know. I mean, we're here and we've got it now, but I'd love to know what the Panini marketing department would say when I ask why did you release your arguably your two top products within a week of Christmas. I'd love to know the reasoning behind that. Danica Patrick going to Brian Jacobs with the red power. 155 of 175. Then silver Caden Honeycutt. Orange Brandon Jones. Going to Scott. 120 of 125. Yeah, agreed, Scott. I wonder if there's any, it's kind of like one of those, the lights on and just nobody's home. But as much as I knock Panini, I definitely don't want Topps producing NASCAR cards. So if it's Panini or nobody, or Panini or Topps, then I'll take Panini all day. 2 out of 99, Chase Briscoe going to Troy. I don't want anything to do with Topps. So they have made the WWE wrestling card collecting not very fun for me. Like, very to the point of frustration with that, for sure. 132 of 299 SVG. SVG goes to Nick. And then silver, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. No, I mean, I've heard from, the only thing I've heard about Topps, because I just don't pay attention to Topps much, but the only thing I've really heard is that some of the smaller card shops aren't going to be part of their, whatever direct program, or basically, unless you're a really big fish, they're doing away with a lot of, but I'm sure that includes breakers too. Any chance at a wrestling break now that yeah, I'd like to do a wrestling break soon, Scott. The issue that I have is just getting something that makes sense, I keep waiting, hoping that they're going to come out with just a standard Tops product, like like they do with baseball, like Series 1. Just a normal, like not finest, not Tops Chrome, not any of that stuff. So 124 at $2.99. Tyler Reddick going to Troy. Yeah, they should be pissed about that. That's not fair to do that to all the smaller people. But yeah, if I can get a wrestling product that we can break that makes it financially make some sense, I'm all for it. Probably in January we'll try to figure that out and get one going. But yeah, that's the main reason why we haven't done any lately, is because it's at $400 to $600 a box for wrestling, for potentially no guaranteed hits, or maybe like one or two. Like, that just doesn't make sense to me. 31 of 249. Davey Allison going to Gavin. Then we got checkered flag Riley Herbst for Dave Colasar. 43 out of 75. There you go, Dave. That's nice. Hit parade, yeah. More Jeb Burton. Man, there's been a lot of Jeb Burton in this break. Red Jeb Burton going to Glenn. We are starting a Jeb Burton collection for Glenn. 3 of 249. And then we got a red Scripps Josh Berry. That's cool. Going to Dale Cobb. Very nice. I like that a lot. $27 out of 99 for Josh. Going blue, Tony Breidinger. Yeah, for sure. Tony B going to Sarah out of 199. Chase Briscoe, silver. Bubba Groovy. The silvers look really good too. For a set collector, the silvers would be a pretty affordable set to put together. That would be a step up from base for sure. Another Jeb Burton. Man, we are just swimming in Jeb Burton world here. Blue Jeb Burton. Going to Glenn. 191 of 199. Silver throwback Caden Honeycutt. Jimmy Johnson Groovy. Oh, there's our favorite. My cousin Vinny. Vinny Miller. What kind of glasses is he wearing there? Going to Glenn. Good old Vinny. We got a Red Power Taylor Gray. That's going to go to Dave. 77 of 175. No kidding, Scott. No kidding. Give me Mike Harmon, Vinny Miller, and Zachary Tinkle, and we got the trifecta. Kyle Busch, green scope. 11 out of 149 for Kyle, going to Sean. There was a really cool video I saw on TikTok. I don't remember what her first name is, but it's Dr. Jerry Punch's daughter. She was on TikTok, and she was videoing him while he was signing some fan mail, and they were talking about some of his cards and just cards over the years that he's had, and then that was pretty neat little interaction between them. So if you're on TikTok, I forget what her first name is, but I think her handle on TikTok is like J Punch. I just can't remember what her name is. Somebody will know. But it was a cool couple minute video. Orange, Connor Zilic going to Will Blackman. 51 out of 125 for CZ. And we pulled one of these in the first break. Legendary Signatures, Dale Jarrett. Going to Glenn. Or if you have trouble finding the video on TikTok and you want me to send you the link, I saved the video link, so I can always send it to you. Carl Edwards. And heck, if you're not following me on TikTok, you should. I'll follow you back. 203 of 299. Silver Pulsar, Carl Edwards. Going to Jake. Kevin Harvick, silver. Groovy Butterbean. Not J Punch. Is that her handle? Not J Punch. I knew there was J Punch in there. Jessie is her name. Yeah. Nice girl. Used to blow hours on there. Yeah, it's one of those where you kind of have to be in the frame of mind to sit down and do the scroll for a while. Really nice Richard Petty. That's sharp looking. Red Petty going to Glenn. 103 out of 249. Just like the look of that. Then we got checkered flag, Eric Jones. Going to Will Black. 3 out of 75. I do a lot of recap videos from our breaks over there on TikTok. Like Chase Elliott with the Mojo. Chase Elliott goes to Zach Brenner, 7 out of 25. That's sharp. Logano and Luke. Talsman. Victory Lane. Yeah, we saw several. We saw several in the first break. Empty box. If it's the Kansas win, I'm so going broke. Silver Pulsar, Austin Cindric, going to James. 158 of 299. That one does have a dimple. Purple Sheldon Creed, going to Andrew Haywood. That's honestly the first card that I saw out of this case where I was like, oh, man. But you're going to have that. You know, it happens. Out of 99, Sheldon Creed. But overall, the quality of these is pretty solid. We got an orange Luke Fenhouse. Luke. Out of 125. Going to Chase. And first auto we've pulled him. I'm still a little bit perplexed as to why we have Hayden and Brian, but either way, Hayden Deegan, Scripps, red auto, and Hayden will go to Sarah Spielman. $20 out of 99. Luke Fenhouse, red. Going to Chase. 73 of 249. Silver Taylor Gray. We got Kurt Busch, Silver Pulsar. I think I forgot to mention at the beginning, the Christopher Bell spot was gifted to me to the house by Troy, and just wanted to make sure I made a public thank you to Troy for that as well. So thank you, Troy, for that. Kurt going to James. I think I may have forgot to say thank you when we started. Ruggiero silver throwback. Yeah, if they're going to put the football stadium out there by the racetrack, they're going to have to make sure that when they're scheduling events that they're coordinating together. I know downtown Columbus, sometimes they've got to really be careful with certain things. Blue, Christopher Bell. I was just thanking Troy for the house spot out of 199. And Michael McDowell, checkered flag for Robert Taylor. 61 of 75. There's the Victory Lane Jesse Love. Red, Jamie McMurray. Going to John, 189 of 249. Scripps, Daniel Dye. Silver, going to Corey King. I didn't want to say it too soon, but the first break... So the first break, I felt like I had a lot of stuff going to the unlisted spot. This break doesn't feel like it's like there's still enough, but it doesn't feel like it's too much. That's why I like to do a couple breaks to get a feel for how our checklist is going to work out. So we'll probably do one more with this list, and then if we feel like we need to make any adjustments or tweaks, then I'll do so after we do one more, just to get through a full case and see kind of the breakdown and how it all plays out. Brent Cruz on the red power, going to J.R. Cobb. $136 of 175. Hocevar silver. Hey, Scott Dixon, what's a hopping center? I know what you meant, but but I read it that way and it made me laugh inside, so. Oh. Denny Hamlin, another new picture for Denny. If you reread what you said to Brian, there you go. You've caught up now. 62 of 199, going to Steven Roberts. Silver, Tony B. I just beat your favorite lawyer. I beat your favorite lawyer. Austin Cindric Silver Pulsar goes to James to $2.99. Not nearly as many short prints or super shorts in this break as the first one. We had all the low numbered stuff in that first one, unfortunately. Green Scope Tony Breidinger, 96 of 149. Tony B belongs to Sarah. And we got Butterbean Queen, Newman and Bowman. We got a blue Daniel Dye. Going to Corey King. Numbered to 199. Then we got silver Kyle Busch. Won't be long. We'll be getting fired up talking about the Chili Bowl around here. I think Danny and Candace are going to the Chili Bowl. I don't know who else, if anybody else down in that vicinity goes or not. But I'm pretty sure Danny and Candace said they're going. Brent Cruz, Silver Pulsar. Going to JR. Checkered flag, Carson Hocevar. Belongs to Troy. 28 of 75. And then we got a Victory Lane blue Kyle Larson. That might be our first color Victory Lane. I don't think we saw any. Go to the Chili Bowl and get the chili. No doubt, Scott. I'd love to go. 2 out of 49 for Larson, going to Nick Marquette. That is Bristol. And our last pack, Audrey Larson is. I did not see that. Last pack, we got a Scripps Thad Moffitt auto. That will go to Glenn Collier. And then we got the red Frankie Muniz, also for Glenn Collier. Out of 249. And silver Joey Logano. That's going to just about do it. Pot of gold, Corey Day. Jimmy and Matt Kenseth finish things off for us. So, let me hit you guys with a recap on this one. As far as short prints are concerned, definitely all of them were in the first break compared to this one. But still some good stuff in this one. Here we go. We had Thad Moffitt, Daniel Dye, Brittany Zamora, Dale Jarrett, Vinnie Miller, Chandler Smith, Natalie Decker, Rusty Wallace, Austin Cindric, Tanner Gray. We had the red Josh Berry scripts. And for the first time, for me, pulling a Hayden Deegan auto. That's certainly different. I'd still like to know what the correlation is as to why we're getting Hayden Deegan stuff. I mean, I realize it's a racing product, but it's NASCAR licensed. I'm not complaining about it by any means, because I know there's plenty of fans of the Deegan family and Brian and them, and that's cool. Like I don't have a problem with it. I'm just curious more than anything. So, anyways, that's all I got for tonight, for today. Merry Christmas to everybody. If you are traveling, please be safe. If you are going out for an event, be safe. Yeah, have a great Christmas. I hope everybody spends time with their family or their friends or, anybody that you're close with. I hope you have an opportunity to spend some time with them and just slow life down a little bit for a day or two. Anyways, hope everybody has a very Merry Christmas and a safe holidays. And again, if you haven't seen the break schedule, it's posted. It's in the group under the featured section. Got lots of stuff coming up over the next few days once we get past Christmas. So we'll get into a nice groove between National Treasures and Prizm and Parkside IndyCar and all kinds of fun stuff. So have a great rest of your Christmas Eve, and we will see y'all next time.